Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of Wet n Wild products. So, if you want to see the products that I used and how I feel about the products, keep on watching. I just went and bought a whole bag full of Wet n Wild products. I think I have a full face. I think I got everything but a lip product in here. Okay, so we're going to start off with primer. I got this matte primer from Wet n Wild. Just going to put a little on my face, just about that much. Doesn't usually take a whole lot. Just gonna... Alright, now that I have my primer on, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I have this retractable brow pencil in the shade Ash Brown. So here is the brow pencil, and then a little spoolie on the end. Alright, so I'm just gonna brush through. Still get some brush through. Okay, now I'm just going to for a thinner brow pencil, but this one actually isn't bad. Actually, I like that formula. It's pretty nice. Goes on really smooth. Okay. Now, going to get this foundation. This is the Photofocus foundation in the tint Golden Beige. This might be a little too dark for me, and we'll just have to see. And I'm gonna take this Natural Finish setting spray, and I'm gonna spray my, just gonna spray my blender with the setting spray. Okay. Not sure how this is going to work with my skin. I think it's a little too dark, and it is, but maybe it'll blend out. Okay. Not too bad. I always have the hardest time picking out shades for my skin type, the color of my skin. It's not bad, actually. Okay. But it's not too terrible, actually. I'm just kind of blend it down my neck to make it look like it matches my skin a little bit better. It's not bad. It's definitely a little too dark for me. We'll make it work. Now that I have that all blended in, now I'm gonna go in with this concealer. Just gonna take it right underneath my eyes and on my eyelid. This is the concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium Beige. Okay, and this is what the applicator looks like. So I'm just gonna put it right underneath my eyes. I've actually never used any of their concealer before, so this is new for me. It's nice and blended. Okay. Now I'm going to take this pressed powder. This is in the shade Warm White. And it is a pressed powder. This is a little lighter than my skin tone. I just wanted to kind of amp it down a little bit if it was too dark. My face is a lot lighter than the rest of my skin, so that's why I always have a hard time picking out a shade for my face. Now I'm going to take the coloriconic bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. And there's a little bit of a shimmer in it. Not too bad though. I'm just going to take my little brush here. Just bronze up my face. Alright, you can't really see that very well. I think it's a little bit too light for this foundation. But anyways, I think it will be really pretty with other foundation. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this blush here. This is in the color Mellow Wine. I really like these kinds of blushes, these colors. If I can get it. Here is the blush. I think it's really pretty. It's a really pretty color. I like it. Alright, so I'm just going to take my e.l.f. professional bronzing brush. Just gonna put it on my face. Alright, so got the blush on, and I really like that color. It's really pretty. Now I'm going to take one of these Wet n Wild. These are just the single shadows, and I actually use this quite a bit. This is in the shade Brulee, and I always take this to use as my base color when doing my eyes. Okay, now that I have my eyes set, I'm going to go into this is the Nude Awakening palette from Wet n Wild. It's really pretty. I've used it a couple times and I really like it. Alright, use this cool tone brown shade right here and just work it into my crease. I really like how these shadows blend. I think they work really nice. That all blended out. Now I'm gonna go in with this color right here. Swatch it for you. This color right here. It's really pretty. I'm just gonna take that a little bit lower than that brown color. Kind of blend it in. I'm gonna go with the other eye. Now I'm gonna go in with, what is the hardest part? Go in with this gold right here. I'm just going to, I'm gonna see how it applies with the brush and if it's, I'm just gonna try it. I'm going to take, this is my e.l.f. 201 brush. This is what I use to pack on shimmers. Just gonna see how it works. And if it doesn't work well, I'll just use my finger. It's not going on too well. I'm gonna try my finger. Okay, well that's pretty. The shimmer definitely goes on a lot better with your finger. Okay. Now I'm going to take these two colors and just put them on my lower lash line. This brown and this berry color. I'm just going to put it along my lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in. This is the Wet n Wild Lash Out Loud in the color Amped Black. Okay. So, I've never used a Wet n Wild mascara, so this is the first for me. So we'll see. Okay, that's the brush. I'm not crazy about those types of wands, but we'll see, we'll see. Just gonna curl my eyelashes. Alright, let's see. It's a little flimsy. So it's definitely not volumizing them very well, and it's not holding a curl either, so I don't know. I think this brush would actually do really well on the lower lash line because it's thinner. Probably not something I would use on my top lashes often at all. Okay. So, I mean, I'm actually pretty pleased with how it turned out. I really like the eyes. I think the eyes were really pretty. Okay. So now that I'm done with my eyes, I'm gonna go in with this highlight here. This is really pretty. I actually really like this highlight. It's really pretty. This is in the shade Precious Petals. So I'm just going to highlight my face. Okay, now I'm going to take, this is the, if I can find, this is the Natural Finish Wet n Wild setting spray, and I actually really enjoy using this. Just gonna spray this all over my face. Okay, let that. After that dries, I'm gonna go in the second coat of mascara. I'm gonna curl my lashes again because it did not hold a curl, so. Okay, so I'm just putting on a second coat of mascara. It's volumizing them a little bit better. But definitely, it's not looking how I like my lashes to look. Okay. Now I'm going to put on a lip product and I'll let you know what my final thoughts are. Alright, so this is the final look. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with how the look turned out. The only things that I wasn't happy with were the mascara and the concealer. Everything else I really enjoyed using.